Hello guys, you are most welcome in Easy Economics session. Today I have brought you a new MCQ series that is related to Indian economy. So this is the first MCQ related to Indian economy. In this particular video, we will discuss the questions related to unemployment, poverty, HDI and characteristics of Indian economy. Hope you will get the benefit from this video. First, try to find out the correct answer and then match your answer with the given answer. So let's start. Question number 1. Which one is not the characteristic features of Indian economy? Guys, you must have studied the chapter characteristics of Indian economy or features of Indian economy as developing economy. So you have to find out which one is not the feature of Indian economy. Options are given. First, low per capita income. Yes, this is the feature of Indian economy, and that's why Indian economy is considered as developing economy, not the developed economy. Second option, poor socio-economic overhead. Yes, this is also the feature of Indian economy because here health, education and income status is very low as compared to developed economy. Third option, high urbanization. No, this is not the feature of Indian economy. In fact, here there is low urbanization. So C is the correct answer. Fourth option, low capital formation. Yes, here capital formation is less as compared to developed economy. So the correct option is C. Question number 2. Which one of the following statement is correct in the context of Indian economy? Again, the question related to Indian economy and its features. You have to find out which one is correct. Option A, agricultural sector contributes highest percentage in country's GDP. Is it correct? No, this is not correct. In fact, it contributes minimum in the country's GDP. Second option, agricultural productivity in India is higher than the agricultural productivity of developed economies. No, this statement is also not correct because agricultural production and productivity both are lower in India as compared to developed economy. Option C, capital formation in India is high as compared to the developed economy. No, this is also not the correct statement about Indian economy. Option D, rural population percentage is higher than urban population percentage in India. Yes, this is the correct statement regarding Indian economy because here rural population is more than the urban population. Question number 3. Which one of the following is the correct sequence in the decreasing order of contribution of different sectors to the economic growth of India? As far as economic activities are concerned, according to the nature of economic activities, the economy is divided into 3 sectors. You must be knowing: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sectors. So you have to find out the contribution of these sector in the country's growth or country's GDP. So what will be the correct option here? First option is correct, A. It means service sector or tertiary sector contributes highest in the country's GDP. Second rank is given to secondary sector and lowest contribution is given by primary or agriculture sector. So first option A is the correct answer. Question number 4. The Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act mandates at least what fraction of beneficiaries to be women? This is very important employment generation program started in 2005. It is also known as sometimes Manrega. So this program assures that 30% beneficiaries should be women. So the correct option will be B. Question number 5. Which one of the following is not a type of unemployment? There are different types of unemployment. You must have studied in the unemployment chapter. Here you have to find out which one is not the category of unemployment. Means other 3 are types of unemployment. So what will be the correct option here? Open unemployment is there, yes. Seasonal unemployment is also a very important type of unemployment. C, closed unemployment. No, closed, there is no closed unemployment type of unemployment. Disguised unemployment is also a type of unemployment. So the correct answer is C. Closed unemployment is not any kind of unemployment. Question number 6. Contribution of agriculture to gross national product is approximate. Guys, you have to find out the percentage contribution of the agriculture to the country's GNP. It is the approximate percentage you have to find out. We know that agriculture contributes the lowest among all three sectors. So what is the approximate percentage? Yes, it is C, 17%. Question number 7. Unemployment which occurs due to move from one job to another job is known as. It's a very important type of unemployment. When a person moves from one job to another job, then for time being that person is unemployed. So that type of unemployment is known as, yes, it is known as frictional unemployment. So correct option is B. Question number 8. Type of unemployment mostly found in India. There are variety of unemployment seen in India, but this type of unemployment is the most popular and mostly seen in all over the country. So which type of unemployment is this? Yes, this is disguised unemployment, option D. Disguised unemployment is seen in the rural areas where more than required manpower is engaged in the agricultural activities and their contribution to total output is zero. And that's why they are known as disguised unemployment. Question number 9. Cyclical unemployment refers to. This is another kind of unemployment, and cyclical unemployment occurs due to fluctuation in economic activities in the economy. So the correct option is D. Unemployment due to economic fluctuations. Question number 10. Which of the following activity belongs to tertiary sector? We have already discussed about three sectors: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. You have to find out which activity belongs to tertiary sector. We'll see the options. A. Wheat production. So wheat production is related to which sector? Wheat production is related to primary sector. Second option, mobile production. Mobile production is related to secondary sector. C. Fishing is related to again primary sector. And fourth option D. This banking sector is related to service sector. So D is the correct option. Banking activities belongs to tertiary sector. Question number 11. What is poverty line? In the poverty chapter, you must have studied this concept, very important concept. So what is this poverty line? Option A, a line that measures poverty. Yes, of course, poverty line measures the level of poverty, absolute poverty in the country. Option B, it is the level of income to meet the minimum living conditions. Yes, this is also true about poverty line. Poverty line fix the minimum limit of income that is required to fulfill at least the essential requirement to live a decent life. Okay, so B is also the correct option. So both the statement A and B are true about poverty line. So the correct option is D. Question number 12. In 2015, the World Bank reset the poverty line at. World Bank also set the poverty line time to time in terms of dollar per day. So in 2015, it reset the poverty line at what level? Yes, it set the poverty line at the level of $1.90 per day. A person who is getting at least $1.90 per day, that person does not belong to poverty category. So B is the correct option. Question number 13. What is the minimum nutritional standard in terms of calorie per day fixed by Planning Commission for rural and urban population respectively? Guys, very important. Planning Commission set the nutritional standard to find out the number of people who are living below poverty line, or you can say to fix the poverty line. So poverty line was initially fixed according to the minimum nutritional requirement of human being, and it was set differently for urban area people and for rural area people. So according to Planning Commission, what is that minimum nutritional standard? For rural area it is 2400 calorie, and for urban area it is 2100 calorie. So D is the right option. Question number 14. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega, it is also known as Manrega in short, which was passed in 2005, provides how many days of assured employment in a year? Very important, popular poverty alleviation program, or you can say employment generation program, started in 2005. This program assured 100 days of employment per year. So the correct option is D. Question number 15. In which year the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana was started? Quite popular Yojana started by Modi government. So which year this Yojana was started? Yes, what will be the right option? The right option is B, 2014. Question number 16. What is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana? This Yojana was also started by the Modi government, and it is related to LPG connection, LPG distribution. So the correct option is D. It ensures the distribution of 50 million LPG connections to women below poverty line. Question number 17. What is the HDI rank of India according to 2020 HDI report? This question related to HDI chapter. So you have to find out the current rank of India in the HDI. In last 2 years, it has reduced its ranking from 129 to 131. So correct option is C. Question number 18. Which one is not the dimension of HDI? There are 3 dimensions of HDI you must have studied. What are those dimensions? First is long and healthy life. Second is knowledge. And third is a decent standard of living. So option A, B and D are the dimensions of HDI. So which one is not the dimension of HDI? That is health facilities. Health facilities automatically comes under the long and healthy life. So C is not the dimension, and this is the correct option. Question number 19. What is GDI? You should know the full form of GDI. It is Gender Development Index. As Human Development Index is prepared, Gender Development Index is also prepared. So what is this GDI? Its name suggests it measures the gender gap. Okay. So what will be the correct option? Yes, the correct option is C. The GDI measures gender gaps in human development achievements in 3 basic dimensions of human development. All those 3 dimensions that are used to measure HDI, those dimensions are measured to check the GDI status in the country. Only the thing is that here it is HDI is calculated separately for male and separately for female, and then the gap is calculated. So C is the correct answer. Last question, question number 20. What is the indicator to measure a decent standard of living under HDI? We have already discussed the dimensions of HDI. The third dimension is the decent standard of living. So this decent standard of living is measured with which indicator? You have to find out the indicator. Standard of living depends upon the per capita income. So to find out the decent standard of living, GNI per capita is measured. So correct option is C, GNI per capita. So in this video, we discussed 20 questions related to Indian economy. Hope guys you have enjoyed this session. You have gained some knowledge related to Indian economy. Keep on learning. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.